Hi, this is Rich and I'm here at Yellow Dog today to talk about what we think is pretty darn exciting here at Skwala, and this is the launch of our wading footwear category. We have two new boots that have just come out. We have the carbon boot here and the RS boot, and we're going to walk you through the things that they have in common, the DNA that they share, as well as the things that make them unique and what we think the best wading boots for the type of angling you're going to be doing. We've been making things for different use cases, so we don't make good, better, best based on price ladders. What we make is geared for specific end use cases. For example, in our wader line, we have our RS wader and our carbon wader. RS wader has the full zip. It's really what's inspired by the steelhead angler, or the angler that's really that kind of hardcore angler that demands the most in durability and functionality. And then we have the carbon wader on the other hand, which is for that angler that likes convertibility from waist high to chest high, that likes something that's more breathable, that's going to really allow them to get on the trail and push their adventure even further. Well, we came out with wading boots just this year, and we're excited to launch with the RS boot and the carbon boot. And similar to our wader lineup, they share a lot of things in common. So you'll notice, first off, some really key visual distinguishing points here. One is this whole forefoot here, which is thanks to the double lasting technology. Double lasting basically allows you to reinforce an area of a boot like never seen before. So what that's going to allow you to do is really have a lot of abrasion resistance against rocks and sticks and logs and things like that you're going to run into in a stream environment. It also has these stacked, high stacked midsoles here you'll see on both of these boots, and that's going to give you a ton of cushion. These things are incredibly comfortable while they're still have a lot of support and really feel substantial. They also feel great on your foot, and that's due to that EVA midsole there. It also allows you to feel more of the river at the bottom of your foot to get that translated up to your brain so you can figure out how to balance better. On both of these, we have worked with our friends at Vibram and using their HydroGrip compound, which we think is the best compound for really wet stream environments, and came up with what we call traction lug. So traction lug is a design of these lug patterns. It has a ton of right angles. If you've ever want to get the best traction on a wet rock in a river, throw some right angles at it, because that's going to really allow you to grip that substrate. That's why a lot of shoes, deck shoes for example, will be siped. It's in order to get a lot more right angle connection to the surface. In addition, both of these boots have a figure 8 ESS plate, which is great for stud retention. It also gives some torsional stability, so you're going to feel like you're really supported underfoot in both of these boots. They both have these toe caps here to protect your feet at the forefoot, so you're going to be able to bang your feet and not worry about bruising your toes. Lots of good things in common on these boots. And then maybe even more exciting is the differentiating points, right? Like we said, we like to build things for intended use case. So in the RS use case here, this is going to be a taller boot, more aggressive collar here. This engineered mesh collar is really great for sort of really wrenching around your ankle and providing a ton of ankle support. You're going to have the ability to lock off the lacing between your forefoot and your collar up here, so you can really get that customized fit in the upper and the lower part of the boot. These glass impregnated eyelets here are going to be great for getting really low friction, ability to lace up really easily out on the water, and you're going to get just tons and tons of support. And this is going to be really for those, Alaska guide boots or the steelhead angler boots, or if you're going to a place that has pretty aggressive wading. I mean, a lot of the wading around here in Montana, you're going to want to be in this RS boot for that maximum protection in those wading environments. The carbon boot, on the other hand, has some really awesome, unique properties of it to make this, we think, the best trail hiker, adventure, angler boot in the market here. So one of the most noticeable things you see is it's lower in height. That's going to be a little bit more of an athletic cut. It's really going to allow you a lot of mobility and agility out on the trail. And then also it has what we call a burrito tongue. So if you notice, it's completely closed except for this one opening right here. What that allows you to do is get that really comfortable fit against your ankle, and it's going to make it kind of a customized fit. And also for some people that have issues with lateral movement of the tongue, which you can get sometimes, this is going to help with that as well. It's incredibly comfortable once you get this thing customized into your foot shape. One of the things you'll find in both the RS and the carbon boots is removable ortholite insoles. Ortholite's been making some of the best insoles in the outdoor space for a long time. We're glad to be partnering with them. And why that's important is it's going to give you additional cushion here across the bottom of your foot, but also it's going to allow you to remove these. If they get packed out, for example, and you want to get a new pair in, you can get those installed. Or if you have custom insoles or orthotics or things like that, you can put those in these boots instead. And that's across both the RS and the carbon boot. The other thing that's a little bit different here is you'll notice the lacing pattern's a little bit shorter here. Has these fabric eyelets as well to keep weight down and things like that. You'll notice a weight difference in this boot versus the RS boot because this is the one you really want to push out on the trail. But beyond that, both of these boots are built with the same DNA and the same mission to create what we think are the best use case appropriate boots, whether you're looking for the bomber, aggressive wading angler boot here in the RS, or that I'm gonna hit the trail, I'm that adventure guy, I'm gonna push it out on the trail and into the backcountry perhaps. And this is the carbon boot from Skwala. If you want to figure out what the best boot, whether the carbon or the RS boot is for you, reach out to Yellow Dog and talk to the great crew here at Yellow Dog. They know what they're doing. They know the environments that you're likely to be in because they take people all around the world. They know whether you should be in the carbon or the RS. And if you live locally or if you're here on vacation, come on in and put them on yourself. You're gonna love what you see and they're gonna take good care of you, and we love to work with them.